kicked in. Once I realized that, this fight simplified significantly. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, I promised you a lot of Kushala action. We are getting it. This is her second solo in Necropolis. We'll be looking for more. But I also wanted to talk to you about this Odin fight. It is the first one on the path. It's something you can practice and something you can get good at. And I know from personal experience, it's one where you're trying to decide, do I need to bring in reverse control champions in order to get through the path? Ultimately, I think that's going to be up to you. I'll do the path. I'll do a guide on it. But I want to talk about this fight, show off Kushala, and also help get you through it. Now, what's kind of trouble or problematic about it is this mix up, right? The attacker's dodge and dash controls are going to be reversed for 5 seconds after the defender throws the special. And I want to point this out to you. I'm going to show this to you. There's this little window after they throw the special, at least with Odin, where you don't have reverse controls and you can punish if you're really on top of things. And then also this necrotic boon, Odin Force, he basically, essentially, you've got this massive block proficiency. It's really helpful, and it's honestly really helpful when they root you. You're like, thank you for rooting me. And then also, the defender is going to take 100% less damage while they have less than 6 buffs. So someone like Kushala is going to need a little extra work. Now, the fight ultimately took me, I think, about 8 minutes, and I'm fast forwarding through this because it really took me a while to fully get the fight, fully understand it, and also kind of get that concept that, like, hold on, there is this moment in between or after the special where I actually can punish. Now, like I said, I want this to be a bit of a fighting Odin guide too, so I'm going to cover that first. Thanks to the boys over at SSX. That's right, my alliance. I love them. They're great. And a couple of them, really the whole alliance actually chipped in and was like, look, Vega, here's what you really need to do. Here's a little tip for fighting against Odin is you need to knock him down twice. This works out perfectly with Kushala because she's wanting to heavy anyway. And then he's going to get those 2 Odin Force charges. And then if you can, just let him hit you with his heavy. And if you look at the node, it's going to make you go, I think, indestructible, unstoppable, and something else. So what happens is you don't take damage from it. Then when he heavies, he's going to get enough buffs, right? When he heavies with that, he's going to get those energized. When he has Odin Force, when he has those 2 on activation from the special 1, he's going to gain the bulwark. And then off of the special 2 on activation, he's going to refresh the duration of all personal buffs, which is really, really cool, really helpful. So if I could, I pushed him to his special 2. It's going to refresh all those beautiful, beautiful buffs on him. And then when I could too, I wanted to be knocking him down. You can see the Odin Force, right? Like right now, there's one of them with that charge. And then when we knock him down a second time, let's see, it should be coming up. A few times I actually do go for the SP1 Nullify with Kushala, get those, get more incinerates going. But for the most part, I stuck with the SP2 Soul Bar. But as you can see right now, we had 25 incinerates. And then as soon as I get enough buffs on him, which we've got, I'm now taking him down for 25 incinerates. So that was ultimately it with Odin. The other part is, and you'll see it a few times here, I'm sure it's happened once or twice, he's gonna throw his special. And the reverse controls does not kick in. Here, let's see if I punish. Hopefully I punish this one. Let's see, punish. There it is. You actually have a minute, you have a second, and the root helps you because it keeps you closer to Odin. So you have less space to cover, making it easier to punish. Then reverse controls kicks in, but you're already punishing, you're already doing your thing. The other reason why the root is so helpful is because when you stay close to Odin, his buffs pause. So it's really nice. I think that's another reason why the fight picked up so much for me. Once we reach this second phase with the root, you can see how well this is working. And then why is Kushala so good, right? Because there's other champions that are good. You can do this. We've kind of just talked about how to get this fight done with Odin. Campo has had a really nice fight with America Chavez. I know I tried her out. She hits harder the more buffs that are on the opponent. So if you're bringing in Kate or something like that, America is fantastic. She's been a great travel partner for me with Kate so far. But any champion that can punish this, that can take advantage of those buffs off of Odin to increase their own damage. And then you can see the danger here with Kushala with going with the Nullify is at the moment I don't have enough buffs on him. But as we've talked about in my other Kushala videos, watch them all, they're great. There's a Kushala playlist on the channel. You want to keep up her blessings. And this is the other reason why this fight is nice for Kushala, right? Is if you can parry these specials or just parry in general, which is a little bit easier to do with reverse controls. Great timing to show me making I made a really big mistake there, but it's not bad. You can get up one of your blessings, then you can use that parry to heavy, so you can get up your second blessing. It's increasing your ability accuracy. which makes it that much easier to get up your ignition buffs, which is those 8, 9, there's now 9 of them, ignition buffs on Odin, which are going to count as buffs for the sake of the node, which is why you can now see he's only got 2 of his own personal buffs on him right now, but because I've been placing those buffs on him, and I'm gonna place a soul bar, which does more damage the more buffs that are on, you can see I have 2 of them up right now, he's gonna go down, he's gonna go down. So there's a variety of ways you can take this fight, or a variety of champions you can use to take this fight, but if you don't wanna bring in a reverse controls, this is the way to go. Remember, you gotta knock him down twice. You wanna make him use his Odin Force with the heavy there. His special 2 will refresh all of them when he's got the Odin Force, those 2 Odin Force charges, so you wanna be knocking him down as best you can. And then the root is very helpful in keeping you close to him, pausing all of his buffs. And then even though there's reverse controls, there is this very small window. And once you do it enough, you'll get used to it, where you can punish his specials before the reverse controls kicked in. Once I realized that, this fight simplified significantly, because I then had time in between the reverse controls kicking in and me having to do something, and allowed me to get this solo, as you see right there. I didn't even really intend to do it. I just got in there. First 4 minutes was just really filling the fight out. Got it, got that window. And then of course, also the root kicking in was significantly, that's the word, helpful to me in getting this solo. Kushala is awesome. Now you know how to solo Odin. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check the Necropolis playlist, where I will continue to update all my runs and get all that information out and hopefully help you through Necropolis. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.